Good morning. Today I'm exploring Dollar Tree's BPure line, and I'm going to give a glowing summery face. And I am going to start with the gel primer. This was the e.l.f. dupe. Now, they just came out with this mattifying primer. I've shown this to death. I have 4 or 5 videos using this, so you can check those out. Highly recommend it. So let's revisit this girl here. She is a dewy finish with watermelon extract. Comes in a tube. I believe this is still available as well. And it just squeezes out. If you didn't see my video, it is a gel. Looks like that. It's pretty thick. So it'll look like this. It's pretty sticky. So there you go. It is what is it? A gel primer? Well, it's dewy finish. I'd say it's a sticky finish. It's okay. You know, when I thought about doing BPure, I wasn't sure if I could do a full face, and I can't. I have to bring in an eyebrow color, an eyeliner, and I may have to bring in a lip liner as well. They do have 2 lip liners from the new Kylie Jenner lip kits, and I'm going to use this lip liner right here from the Pink Lemonade kit. I have the other one. It's just I didn't think to put it on my table. Sorry. But I do have a video on it. If you'd like to see it, I'll link it there for you. Next is eye primer, and I don't think BPure has an eye primer. So I'm going to use the Essentially Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer as my eye primer and as my foundation. So I'm putting this on the lids. Now I am, like I said, coming back to this to place it all over the face as well as my foundation. This really does make a really nice eye primer in a pinch. I really like it. I may even switch to this. See that? There's no creasing. That's what I like about it. What really sparked this video was that BPure has been coming out with new things lately, like the mattifying primer, the setting spray, and they have a new lip oil as well, but I didn't pick it up because it looked orange, and I don't do orange. But they also came out with a new Serum Infused mascara, now that came out in brown and black. When I initially picked it up, I thought it had only come out in brown, and I thought that was very weird. But they do have the black, and I found it later, and I picked it up. I'm going to put on the brown. It looks like this. It's a cone shape. This goes on beautifully. I can't even. I fell in love with this. And it reminds me more of a tubing mascara when you remove it than a traditional mascara. And I can highly recommend this, except, look, this is a problem, a packaging problem. When you twist this, it seeps out everywhere. BPure needs to work on their packaging. I'm not even kidding. Just be aware of that. I've mentioned it in other videos, but it is starting to get on my last nerve. And I just needed you to see the problem as well. The next thing I do in my routine is I set my brows. And BPure has, I believe, only this laminating brow gel set. It comes with a little brush like that. I don't use it. And I would normally put on a product like a brow soap or a brow freeze, but I'm going to put this on first. Whereas I would normally put it on after putting on a color product. It looks like that. It comes in a tube. It is absolutely fantastic. I really like this. It is hard to get off, guys. It's like glue on your brows when you try and take it off at night. But I like that, though. Next is liquid liner or eyeliner. And I'm going to do a liquid eyeliner because the eyeshadows that I'm using are these liquid eyeshadows. Now, these are a hit or a miss for you, but these are all they have for eyeshadow. So this is what I'm going to be using. Now, if I use a pencil liner, especially in the heat that we're having today, it will end up in my crease. And that is why I'm starting with a liquid eyeliner. And this is from La Mercerie. This is their liquid liner. It is the newest one that came out. I don't normally do the full wing right now, but because this is going to be the look anyways, I am just doing the wing right now. Hope that makes sense. If you've been here a while, you'll understand. And this step here is super optional, guys. You do not need to add a wing for this look to work. But for me, even if I'm going to the beach, I'm wearing a wing. Next is going to be these color shifting eyeshadows. This is Aurora. This is Luna. They are still available. And these are all I'm going to be using. Oh no. They're not that great, but they do work for this look completely. I have done this look before and I was really happy with it. I'm placing the Aurora shade on the movable lid. I'm not touching the eyeliner. I'm just going right above it and I'm just staying on the movable lid. Nowhere else. Do you see the problem with this? First of all, it says it's color shifting. It's not. And second of all, there is barely any payoff. I will give you a swatch. It's pretty on my arm, but on my eye, where are you? Now, if you're a darker skin tone, this might show up beautifully. Or chalky, I don't know. Let me know. I'm building it up because you have to. Should look like that. Luna was a little bit better than Aurora. And this is a gold. Pink and gold go beautifully together. I will give you the swatch. Look at that. That is actually really pretty. And with this one, I'm putting it right into the inner corner, right here. I want to see it in this inner corner because that's probably the only place you will see it. And then I am taking it into this dip here and all the way across like I would for a transition. But because it's such a light color, it's fine to go all in there. Normally I avoid this area like the plague, but there's nothing here, so it's okay. Like there's no pigment. But here, it really does show up. So do you see that? Look at that. That's pretty good-ish. And again, this is a color shifting, but it is not. They lied. But I like this. I do. I think this look, this eye look for summer is absolutely stunning. I'm keeping under the eye bare except for that inner corner. Let's do another coat just to build this up. Now you could add a transition color, a brown or whatever you want, but this is just, BPure doesn't have any other eyeshadows, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just using the one brand today. Well, as much of it as I can. It's really pretty. So this is now, I'm going to add the BPure Essentially Ageless Concealer as my foundation. It works pretty good. I've used it as foundation before. And in a pinch, if this is all you have room for in your bag, it'll work perfectly. I'm using the Must Have Beauty flat top foundation brush to blend it with. Color's perfect. Like honestly. I'll give you a swatch on my arm. So this Essentially Ageless concealer just became a triple threat. It's now your concealer, your eye primer, and your foundation all in one. It's beautiful. It's got a semi-matte finish. It looks natural. It's buildable. I just can't. Here is the swatch, and yes, I moved the swatches to the top of my arm. There it is there. Gorgeous. Let's see. I'm going to add it as concealer now, right here, because I never put on concealer, but let's see if I can put my money where my mouth is, saying that it's buildable. If that's the right phrase. Probably not. Look at that. Guys. Honestly, now that the eyeshadow's dried a bit, I'm just going to see if it's buildable. I think the problem with this is it's not picking up enough product from the doe foot. Like you're just not getting anything to put on the eye. But it is building up. It feels a little like lacquer on the eyelid when it dries, but that feeling goes away pretty quickly. Okay, now it's starting to get a little more definition. But this is a summer look, so I'm okay with that. Now, the Glow Up contour, blush, and highlighter are next. Yesterday, I had this happen to me. It will be coming right after I say this. Okay guys, look at what just happened. My BPure Glow Up blush in Ballerina, right here, exploded onto my wall, from my chair I might add, and look at that. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Can you believe that? I removed every single ball with vigor after that. Honestly, guys, what is wrong with BPure's packaging? They need to get it together. This is the Glow Up contour shade in light medium. This is so much easier to just squeeze it out of this little tube thing here than those balls. Blending this in with the Must Have Beauty contour brush. I really like this brush. I like all of the Must Have Beauty brushes, if I'm being honest. And I will give you a swatch of this as well. There it is. These have been out forever. I still think they're there though. You just might have to hunt. They're not my favorite, if I'm being honest. The packaging it killed me. That was the second time one of the balls went flying. The first time was with the highlighter. Next is the Glow Up Blush in Ballerina. Here is a swatch. This color is beautiful, but now I've lost it all on my wall. I mean, there's still some left in here, thankfully. But my goodness, I could not believe that. And I was sitting right here. It went flying, like it poof right onto my wall. Unbelievable, guys. I'm using my stipple brush from e.l.f. to apply this. Yes, I'm all over the place today. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Can't get my thoughts together. Look at this color. It doesn't last all day. It fades. So if you're thinking, oh boy, I don't want to look like that, you won't. You might have to even take it with you if you want to have blush on during the day, which is annoying. Then we have the highlighter. This is the Glow Up highlighter in Shimmering Pearl. I'll give you the swatch. See, I ripped them all off. I was not messing around after that incident. There we go. It's very light, but it is really pretty if you can actually get it out. Okay, it's coming out a little bit now. There are so many better applicators from Dollar Tree than these. And I hope that BPure gets it together. They have started. I mean, their new mattifying primer packaging is just outstanding. And I hope that it keeps going in that direction. There we go. Yay. Okay, baby. This is really pretty though. And I'm not trying to bash them. In fact, I want you to wear this, but I just want you to know what you're in for when you are purchasing these products. But they are super pretty. I am, however, really upset that I lost that much of the Ballerina shade. I am. And if that's any indicator of how the Charlotte Tilbury wands are going to act, steer clear or rip that ball off the first chance you get. I'm going to do another coat of the Serum Infused Mascara because I think we can all agree that even when we're wearing very little makeup, we want our eyelashes to pop. I know I do. I never used to, guys. I never used to like blush, and I didn't like mascara. I know. Now, mascara has become one of those it must work products. If you're not working for me, you're out of here. And the fact that this brown mascara is working says a lot about this formula. But again, every single time, guys, every single time. I don't even hate this eye look. It's pretty pretty. I didn't think I'd ever wear these again, but I would wear this eye look again. Next is lips, and I'll use the new setting spray again. So I only have 2 choices of lip liners from BPure, and like I said, I left the other one in the packaging somewhere. It's around. I don't know why, but I didn't think to show it. This one looks like this. It's from the Pink Lemonade. It's a little light for me and a little orangey, but we're going to try it. And the lipstick that I'm going to use is from the new Glow Up Lip Balms. This is in sheer pink. Let's try out this first. I haven't even tried this on the lips because I know that it is too light, but it may surprise me. You never know, right? You got to try it at least once. The formula is actually really nice, and I think I could wear this color as a lipstick, but it's not really working as a lip liner. But this lipstick, it comes in 3 shades. I think it was a plum, a nude, and the sheer pink. Again, like I said, I linked that video. You can see all of the sets. There it is. It looks really sheer on the arm, but it goes on wonderfully on the lip. And it is a violet pink. This shade is not for everybody. This is a cool toned, ladies, perfect pink. And it is a balm. This is so pretty. The lip liner is not lip lining. I'm going to let it go. Maybe. Help. Okay, I had to add a little bit of Vione's True Brown, and then I just blended it out with the lip liner. And this is so much better because the point of a lip liner is to define the lip, not make your lip disappear. Well, unless you want it to disappear, then use this. Maybe you'll get there. Honestly, BPure, all you had to do was make it a little bit deeper. Hello. I should mention, BPure just came out with this peptide lip mask in clear. It is not clear. I have a video on this as well. Let's use the setting spray. This is gorgeous. I think if they continue in this fashion with their packaging, they are going to be on fire. Because look at this. This looks identical. Guys. This is a aloe vera and cucumber extract setting spray. It doesn't say whether it's hydrating, mattifying, or anything like that. It just doesn't. It doesn't say anything about what it is. It's just apparently a setting spray. Smells so good. Oh, it feels really good too. Like, it is so refreshing, and it does smell like cucumbers. So just know that going in. If you don't like cucumbers, you're not going to like this. Although it is very faint. It's a lot fainter than the Ioni setting spray was from last year's Daydreaming collection. If you know, you know. Here it is, guys. Look at this for summer. I mean, all day, every day, you can go to the beach looking like this. Fantastic. Don't do the eyeliner. Do the eyeliner. Whatever you do, make it yours, okay? But this is my take on a summer beach look. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Here is a playlist of Dollar Tree makeup, and here is something YouTube thinks that you want to watch next. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.